This is not a poem, but rather a proclamation made by the mayor of Boston, Martin J. Walsh, which I will read. Whereas, in more than 20 years as director of the William Joyner Institute for the Study of War and its Social Consequences, Kevin Bowen made enormous contributions to helping returning veterans and addressing the effects of war on individuals and society nationally and in the state of Massachusetts. And whereas, under his direction, the Joyner Center and Institute translated 14 books of poetry and 1 novel from Vietnamese, the highest number of any organization in the world. In carrying out this work, Kevin Bowen has helped the United States better understand the literature and culture of its former foe, Vietnam. And whereas Kevin Bowen promoted research and understanding of the impact of Agent Orange on the lives of veterans returning from the Vietnam War, and whereas Kevin Bowen has championed the freedom and ability of veterans to write about their own military experiences, and invited international authors and local participants to share their experiences in the annual Writers' Workshop since 1988. And whereas Kevin Bowen is the author of 6 books of his own original poetry, has translated work from Vietnamese authors, and has edited 7 anthologies of poetry and/or prose, among other publications. And whereas the City of Boston and the University of Massachusetts Boston have a long and rich history of supporting veterans and their families as they carry the overwhelming burden of war. Now, therefore, I, Martin J. Walsh, Mayor of the City of Boston, enthusiastically support the creation of a Kevin Bowen Day to to acknowledge we're going to ask Tom Johnston to come up and help us with the final words of this proclamation. So here, to acknowledge.
Okay, to acknowledge his important work and hereby proclaim June 27, 2017 as Kevin Bowen Day in the City of Boston. I urge all Bostonians to recognize the contribution Kevin Bowen has made toward a more just world and to help to understand what it means to carry the burden of war. Congratulations. Congratulations.
All your parking tickets are forgiven.